G'day guys, Staff Sarge back with our first operation taking place around the Defiance Industries prototype proving ground lab
This
thing.
mission is one step away from aligning ourselves with Victor Steiner Davion for the rest of the Civil War. Intel calls for us to make a covert scan of the Defiance proving grounds. If we do it properly, we won't necessarily have tipped our hand on taking sides, but we'll be very close.
I really, again, scout work in a battle mech. So it's pretty simple. It's exactly the same as 9-Ops, except, again, not as annoying. You just need to run in, scan, and then run out. It's actually a really, really fast mission. Especially because of the fact that, honestly, the Davion's probably pulled it off a little bit more intelligently. So what we're bringing is the Cauldron-born Scathach. Scathach, because I can't pronounce that word. It's going to be another Thanatos for me. Heavy lasers and MRM-30s. Why? Because I wanted something with a little bit of range and a bit of alpha. There's not really much to engage. Mainly it's just a couple of turrets and some vehicles. So it's all good. For the most part, I just poured on the speed and the armor, so that way you can get in and out without too much trouble. This is a mission that I actually do recommend a heavy mech, a very fast heavy mech for.
Okay, sir. You're nearing the proving grounds. Go to passive sensors to further hide your presence from the base defenders.
So I'm saying, I'm still reckoning this is the smarter option. God damn, that floodlight's
Good.
huge.
Now make your approach to Alpha and hold there while Allied forces draw off the defending mechs.
I mean, this is obviously covert, and good way to turn this thing off. They're going to see me coming from kilometers away, and I won't be able to see them because the fucking thing is kind of... There we go. L key. Thank God for that one.
Castle,
so instead of
Alpha.
Hold position there till the base defenders have been drawn off. If you don't get past at least the first target building before they spot you, we'll have to abort mission.
Nav point Alpha reached.
God damn, that's dark. So I'm saying that this is a bit smarter. Well, it depends on how you look at it. For the Steiner mission, it was just you going in. I cannot see shit. It was just you going in, and obviously that was staying nice and covert because, you know, they didn't know you were there. They were just running patrols. The problem was when you came across them, they would call in everyone, and then you'd get your ass handed to you. It didn't help with the fact that you had to shoot your way out. In this one, they actually stage a raid. So they send in a bunch of those Thors, they get shot at, the defenders pull back, and then you have free reign over the base, for the most part. Obviously they don't pull back everyone, eventually you do get shot at.
Get to Beta fast and scan the armor integrity lab.
I'm on it.
God, if only this game had mask, it'd be so handy. That's the other nice thing about this, because of all the gunfire that has been going on, they don't notice when you start shooting up the defenses to clear a path out of there. That is probably one of the worst justifications for this, but hell, I'm not complaining.
Nav point Beta reached.
I'm at the lab.
Stay close to the building. It'll take at least 30 seconds to scan.
Alright, half a minute, and there's a chopper. What you gonna do? You're gonna die. That's what you're gonna do. Transport helo? Why not? One less thing we have to kill next time we're here. Okay, what was that? There's tanks rolling around there.
Looks like a pair of Zeus's.
There we go.
Nothing too fancy.
Roger. Double time into Gamma and check the weapons integration lab.
Just shoot them up and get running. So apparently when they spot a mech that might be doing something sneaky, their reaction is, "How you doing, dude?" Their reaction isn't to radio in support, it's to just start plinking at them. And the Calliopes are now online, which is great.
I'm at the weapons lab. Scanning.
Hey, fuel tanks! Oh, that was fun. And blow up the generator because, you know, why not? Make things a little bit more inconvenient for them.
Exceeding recommended level.
Good God, the rocket motors on those bloody MRMs.
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level. Target.
Bingo. 2 Fafnir assault mechs. Will you look at the stats on those things?
Later, Commander. Make best speed to Delta and get out of there. Base defenders have broken off and are returning to your position.
I'm out of here. Making best speed to nav point Delta.
And now we begin the classical trick
Leave your radar passive,
of
sir.
motherfucking
You don't want
serpentine.
the enemy to spot you.
Passive sensors engaged.
Yeah, not like I was seeing much anyway. Hang on, is that a... shit. And this is why you don't bring a super light mech, because, you know, they will try and run interference. I'm also fairly certain, don't quote me on this one, but I think the streak missiles only lock on and guide if they're within sensor range, which is why none of my MRMs were homing in. It's either that Thanatos or that Nightshade. I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. Out of radar range, they won't lock on, and then nothing happens. And just like that, the mission is practically over. It's just, you know, getting to that extraction point, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's following you. The big thing with the turrets and the vehicles, they won't be able to catch up. The buildings for obvious reasons. The vehicles because it's uphill. So yeah, fast heavy mech, good amount of armor, good amount of engine power. First time I did this with mech tech, it was using a Marauder, and that was good fun. Just hooning around with those PPCs blazing at
Sir,
everything.
I show you on clear scope. Looks like you're home free. Bring those scan reports back to TAC Ops and we'll see more clearly what our friends at Defiance are cooking up.
Setting course for base.
Oh,
Spectre
who
out.
turned on the... God damn it. Should be cutscenes.
We have confirmation of the Fafnirs on site. It's a sure bet that Victor will want them taken out. If we do take on an assault in the open, we can kiss goodbye any future contracts with Katrina Steiner.
Ah, she's a bitch anyway. So we actually didn't make all that much money out of that one because of how expensive all my gear is. But that doesn't especially matter because now the way's open for the Works assault. So, same mission, except this time we're leading the charge. Actually, not so much. We're going to be the second group heading in there to fuck up their shit. Who's the first group? Well, we'll get to that in the next video. So, the alternative take for 9-Ops is this... Really, Hesperus and Talon are direct copies of each other, but flipped over, with a couple of minor changes. And honestly, that's why I prefer the Davion tree, because of the fact that it's a lot less annoying. Mostly because of the fact that they don't have to deal with, you know, goddamn dropships and the dickiness of taking on an entire base in a single scout mech. So next time we go back to the Steiners and we see just how well they can actually hold on to that facility that we just did recon on with. So I will see you guys around next time. Our lone mech in the mission is the 65-ton Cauldron-born, designed by Clan Smoke Jaguar under the name Ebon Jaguar. However, its introduction during the Innisphere invasion resulted in other clans referring to it by the IS codename instead. Although it does look much like a supersized bushwhacker, the two mechs are completely unrelated. The Cauldron-born is designed as an ambusher, which it can do quite well due to its low profile and 85 km/h running speed. Armed with a mix of a Gauss rifle, LBX-5, LRM and SRM racks, and an ER medium laser, it can engage targets at all ranges, but is most effective at standoff range in support of other units. It also has a range of diverse alternative loadouts for just about any situation. The Config Alpha with the short-range UAC-20, the Bravo with an ER PPC and ER large pulse laser, the Charlie is a fast LRM carrier backed by Ultra AC-2s, and the Delta with a pair of UAC-10s and ER lasers. All these variants are well armoured for its weight, and when first introduced could easily go toe-to-toe with any Innisphere Heavy, while an experienced pilot can even hold their own against assault mechs.